Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little bit since I did that laptop upgrade as far as posting time frame, so I wanted to get this out to you even though I filmed this probably almost a year ago. Little Mac Mini RAM SSD upgrade, and yeah, it's a fun DIY project. It's my second time taking apart a Mac Mini with this particular one here, so I feel like I did okay. I definitely am not a certified professional at this by any means, but hope you guys enjoy just kind of seeing the insides, how these things come apart, and maybe this will give you the courage to try it yourself. Anything that's 2012, which is what this one is, has fully upgradable SSD and RAM, and going up to 2014 the RAM is soldered on, but you can still change out the SSD, so it's definitely great if you had one that's older with a failing mechanical drive, or you just need more space. Pop an SSD in there. I love how easily accessible the RAM is on these things. Like, you just twist off that little bottom cover and bam, it is like right there. It's almost like Apple wanted you to upgrade the RAM. I kind of miss that on their new projects. It's so more locked down than this, but super easy if you're just trying to get some more multitasking done and your computer's feeling sluggish. Just like bam, twist that bottom off, pop a couple sticks in there, and I just got a 16 gig kit on Amazon for like 50-60 bucks. You can definitely find it out there. Unfortunately, getting to the SSD, which we're gonna do next, requires a lot more work. You have to take the back and slide it out and have your whole logic board laying on the table before you get to the SSD. So I'm gonna speed this up for you guys, but yeah, it's a bit of work to get in there. I was just following a guide from iFixit as I did this. Definitely not sponsored by iFixit. That'd be cool if it was, but it's not. But you know, iFixit, I got 100 subscribers. Hit me up if you want to. But yeah, I'll speed through this and you guys can check it out. I didn't really have a true and proper overhead camera while I was doing this. I forget what I used now with it being almost a year ago, but I think I just used my Peak Design travel tripod, set up the 3 legs around the Mac Mini, and then pointed my iPhone 12 Pro Max just straight down to get that. So sorry that my head's getting in the way of some of these shots. Like I said, I just kind of threw something up there because I was like, this would be fun to record, but definitely not my most professional video ever as far as shot framing and cinematography goes. But I hope it gets the educational point across that yes, you can upgrade your own Mac Mini and make some things happen. You know, don't let Apple overcharge you for RAM, even though you can't buy a 2012 Mini from them anyways. But you know, put that RAM in there, get that SSD in there, make things happen. Now, officially, I probably should have been working over an anti-static mat to set those components on. It's probably not great to just put a bare motherboard, essentially, on a just a laminate desktop, but you know, you do what you can. Getting an official anti-static mat would have been more budget than this project had, but yeah, don't do what I just did. Although I will say that when I put it back together, it all did work out just fine. Like, there aren't any issues with it, so you know, live on the edge a little bit. Sometimes it works out okay. just getting ready to get that SSD mounted in the drive sled and slid in there. This part is pretty easy once I figured out how to get the old one out. Just those 4 mounting screws on the side that can be difficult to reach until you can get it pulled all the way out of the enclosure. I was probably a little more aggressive getting the tray out than I should have been, but it worked out okay. It's just tough because, like, everything is so compact in there. Like, it really is, like, whoever engineered and designed this generation of Mac Mini, like, they really did do a good job in that sense of how can we cram all of this stuff into such a small form factor tower. It's impressive, and I really do admire that. But it doesn't do too well for the thermals. I mean, you do anything slightly heavy on this, and you're getting heated up. The new ones with the M1 are a lot better for thermal performance. But again, if you got one of these laying around, you're just trying to revive, this really does work just fine. You know, obviously the CPU is not really upgradable, so you know, you do what you can to help it stay alive with RAM and an SSD. I really struggled finagling the metal grate there with the Wi-Fi antenna back in. I think there's a way to unhook it, but I skipped over it or couldn't figure out how. And so sliding that back in there with the whole logic board and trying not to break the wires going to the Wi-Fi antenna and stuff like that, I was like, oh man, this is tricky. I mean, I wasn't too horribly worried though, because I knew that this Mac Mini was gonna pretty much sit hardwired in it anyways. So I'm like, okay, well, if this Wi-Fi antenna is toast, I mean, I'll still have the gigabit Ethernet port on the back, but I believe that Wi-Fi antenna also controls Bluetooth, which would have kind of sucked because, I mean, wireless accessories and stuff are nice. So I was definitely trying to keep it alive, and I was struggling, but we made it back in there, and wireless on this machine does still work, so that's good to see. Getting pretty close to getting that lid put back on. As you can see, it really is starting to come together. It's looking like a Mac Mini again that's, well, not torn apart, so that's exciting. And there it is. The lid is getting popped back on. Although it's not really a lid. I guess it's more like a base plate is probably the proper terminology. I don't know. Anyways, it's all scratched up. I think it was like that before I started tearing into this, but you know, whatever. It's on the bottom anyways. Nobody sees it. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to this computer DIY project. You know, number 2 of these on the channel. If you like more of these, you know, drop a comment. Let me know. I might do more of them. I don't overall do that many computer DIYs, but you know, if you guys are down for it, then just let me know and we'll see what happens. Thanks again for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.